What's up, guys? It is John from Side Hustle Experiment. In today's video, I'm going to cover one of the toughest parts about online arbitrage, how you can make progress doing online arbitrage, and the real secret to crushing online arbitrage and growing your business. And I learned this today. I just finished doing a workout. I am doing 75 hard. None of this stuff is advice of what you should be doing in the gym or anything like that. I'm just going to show you how I'm applying it to my business. So today at the gym, I finally was able to lift more weights than I was before. So I was doing a chest workout. I was doing bench press. The most I was ever really able to do is about 90 to maybe 100 pounds. Today I was able to do 135 for most of the reps. That's a plate on each side. I think it's either 135 or 145. I'm not really sure. But whatever. That's kind of like a big thing. And it's crazy because I've been doing this for the last, I think this is day 29. I'm going to check that real quick. But it seemed like the other days that, well, it won't load the app. But the other days, it just seemed like I was going to the gym. I wasn't making any progress. Yeah, like I felt a little better, but I was mostly like tired. And I really couldn't do more than what I was lifting, the 90 to 100. But today, I get to the gym. I do the first set. It feels like really light. It feels like, oh, like, okay, cool. Then I go up some more. I was like, that feels light as well. And then I do the 135. And I'm like, wow. Or 145. And I was like, wow, like I'm kind of doing this. It's kind of a struggle. I'm able to do, I think, like 10 sets and then, or 10 sets, 10 reps. And then I do 8. And I was like, wow, like I can't believe it. Like I actually did it. And this comes, I think, because I've been working out twice every day. Again, not recommending this, just what I'm doing. And showing up and kind of working out on the chest either one day a week, or sometimes I'll do like some extra chest exercises later on in the week. And this is kind of how sourcing works. You kind of show up, right, every day. It kind of looks like you're not making progress. And this is usually for your 30 days in Amazon, or if you're kind of at a plateau. Maybe you're just doing, someone posted in our Discord today that they were kind of stuck at 10K and they can't really push forward from that. So from my experience, what usually happens if you're struggling with sourcing, you have to show up every single day and source for maybe, I would say, between 90 minutes and 2 hours. And that's kind of like minimum, in my opinion. Hopefully you could do that like twice a day. I'm just keeping it real. That is kind of what I would think would be really, if you do 90 minute to 2 hour sessions, you will definitely find stuff. Maybe not that first day, maybe not that second day, but it's really going to start compounding. And that's just kind of how the reselling business or online arbitrage works. You spend a ton of time trying to find stuff. It's frustrating. It seems like you're making no progress. You're spending money, right? It's not coming back because you're, either prepping yourself, it's on its way to Amazon, or whatever is going on, right? And your sales are kind of going up a little, but not really. And then there's going to be a time, probably after 30 days, 60 days, that all the hard work you've put in, those 30 days plus the next 30 days is going to start to compound. A lot of what I've seen from coaching and helping other people, they do the 30 days, they think that it's not working, they're not really seeing results, and they're like, you know what? I'm just going to wait and see if, I start to see results. They start to see results and they're like, okay, great. But then they didn't put in the time after the 30 days, which is a big problem because you lose momentum. And that is a huge part. So when you're doing online arbitrage or retail arbitrage or books or whatever you're doing, showing up every day and being consistent builds momentum. And momentum is extremely important in any business or whatever you're trying to accomplish, because as you put in the work and build momentum, things start to get a lot easier. This was kind of the first workout I did of the week, or no, this is the second one because it's Tuesday. But I do think the workouts for this week, I'm going to be able to lift more weight than I was the last kind of 29 days or whatever it is. So, but that only came because I went to the gym every day. Even when I thought, I'm not really getting that much stronger, I'm still lifting the same amount of weight. I don't know, maybe I'm not doing this correctly. And it just takes a while to build strength and a base. And this goes for your business as well, right? You just don't start your Amazon business and you have a solid base. You build that solid base by showing up every day, making mistakes, learning, asking for help, getting mentorship, connecting with people, networking, all that kind of stuff builds a strong base over time. It's not that, you work like 20 hours one day, take a couple hours, take a couple days off, then do one day the next week. Like, it doesn't work like that. Putting in the work every single day is what really strengthens your business. And so when you're getting started, that's really important. You have to show up every single day, put in the work, put in, the 90 minutes to 2 hours. Hopefully you can get that done twice a day. I know that sounds like a lot, or at least you could get one of those in and, find 1 to 2 products, 3 products a day. You're going to spend 2 hours and spend, only find 2 or 3 things. Yeah, that could be the reality in some cases, especially if you're just starting out or you're kind of at a plateau. Maybe you're spending 2-ish hours and finding 3 or 4 things, and you need to be finding like 6 to 7. Then yeah, maybe you need an extra session. But from my experience, things get much easier and snowball. So if you're finding 2 or 3 a day, right, you're testing them out, it goes well, right? Now you could replen that item, buy it again, and you're finding new stuff, and then eventually you'll find some other replens, and then it just starts to slowly snowball. It's a very slow, contrary to social media, it is kind of a slow path. Yes, your sales will go up really quickly because obviously if you're starting from 0 or whatever you're starting from, you're going to start to see sales really quickly, but a lot of that money is not going to come back into your bank account because you're constantly reinvesting it back into the business. So just keep that in mind. I think that is almost one of the biggest mistakes people make is they, start working. It's hard to find stuff, so then they kind of get frustrated. They're like, you know what, like, I'm going to take today off. Maybe I just need to get a fresh head and just look at things differently. But in most cases, I felt sore. I didn't feel like going to the gym or, getting workouts in. And maybe some of the workouts I got in weren't the best. You know what I mean? Like, some of your sourcing sessions aren't going to be the best. But getting them in helps you get to that next level. And I honestly think that is one of the biggest misconceptions. You almost just figure it out. And it's not that you just figure it out. It's just that you put up in a lot of time to build a little bit of a knowledge base to keep going, to keep growing. And I think that is where you really get that edge and you really, really start to see progress. And that is exactly kind of how it works. And you'll start to see this in your Amazon business, whether you're, like I said, just starting or you're kind of stuck and trying to get to the next level. Just keep putting in the work. So if you're stuck at 10K sales, look at what you're doing. See what tasks you're doing. You have to either be more efficient potentially. Maybe hire someone to help do some stuff. If you're prepping your own items, maybe get a prep center, hire someone to help you prep, kind of stuff like that, and then put in the work. Or if you are just doing you have to add more time to either sourcing or whatever. The more reps you could put in, the better off you will be, the quicker you will grow. So guys, if you really need to take it to the next level or you're struggling to get started, that is kind of the answer. Show up every single day, build momentum. I promise you, it's going to be really tough at first. It's going to be hard. You know, you're not going to find stuff. Maybe you find stuff, you're going to buy it, it's going to tank, or whatever. But don't let that discourage you from keep going on. The more you put in, the more you show up every day, the more you learn, the more you talk to people, the more you get mentorship, the more, you know, you get help, or the more time you just put in and you learn, all of that will compound. I promise you. Just do not quit. Do not say it's not working. Some stuff maybe, if you've been doing this for 30 days and you're still not seeing results, maybe it's time to, you know, get coaching or do whatever you need to do, because there is opportunity everywhere. And when you put in the work, show up every day, I promise you, you will find it. That's what I got for you guys today. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts on this, and I will see you guys in the next video.